Welcome, my precious students, and welcome to a deck review that nobody asked for. First off, I want to explain why I'm doing this. Every Friday on Twitch around 6 Central Standard Time, a member of the Academy, Mimikyu, gives myself, and maybe two others, including herself, a random deck of the week where we build the deck on stream and we test them out against each other, but we're not allowed to change any decks uh, during the entire stream. We have to use that deck and test them out against each other. So we get a little bit of chance of see what works, what doesn't work. Have to deal with EDO pros, occasional odd shuffling system, but other than that, that's what we do. Which enlightened a new idea for me for this channel to have me do deck reviews of the decks that she challenges me with and how they can work in the current format and if they are worth even running. This Friday, the recent Friday, she gave me Hieratics, which in turns came up with this deck with this Heretic True Draco. Essentially, what this deck does is that the True Draco part utilizes the Heretic plays of them being tributed. So essentially, say I special summon Tefnuit, I tribute Tefnuit for Dynamite Knight. I basically get this monster's effect off, yada yada yada. Card effects of True Dracos, of tributing monsters, even Draco Consension, basically tribute a dragon, get a worm out, since all the True Draco monsters are worms. Let's go ahead and get into the deck profile before I rattle off too much. The normal monsters of choice to go into was Wattail Dragon because it's level 6, Labradorite Dragon because it's a tuner, Curse of Dragon because classics, then the one Dynamite Knight of the True Draco Fighter. Um, Only one of because clearly it's limited to one. Three Dragon of Sue, two Draith the Third, triple Tefnuit because it's a special summon, two Majesty Maiden, two Debthet, which I think I kind of screwed myself on that one, but it's fine, and then the one Heretic normal summon, which is triple Esset. That's for the monster lineup. Under the spells, we have triple Heretic Seal of Conviction, two monster gates, because again, tributing the heretics, you get their effects off and you get more monsters out this way. And then if you can't get the heretic monster from your hand, you get two of these Heretic Seal of Supremacy. Again, because heretics get effects off when they're tributed, triple Draco Senshin for not only tributing the heretics but also getting your True Dracos out, and then triple True Draco Heritage, one Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix, which I've never really got off too terribly well with the first effect. The second effect was kind of there. This one was a card that I opted to take out, but I never really did. And then the one Dragonic Diagram, which kind of saw its play, and then after like the one time it didn't. For traps, triple Infinite Impermanence because we don't want our opponents making plays. One True King's Return. I found this card was really good and understood why it's limited to one. And then two Draco Apocalypse was the final of the traps. So it's a 40 card main deck and 15 card extra deck, which goes into two Ultimate Zolkins because it's really easy to get two level 6s out. One being the non-tuner and the one being the Labradorite Dragon. One Star Eater, which I haven't really gotten out too terribly yet. I've tried, but I never actually was able to. But when I did have the cards, I lost the cards before I got to synchro summon. So, um, one void ogre dragon. It's very easy to run out of cards from hands, so why not? Two crystal wing synchro dragon because you're going to get ultimate Zolkin. Don't mind the card art. One Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend because in one duel against Bucky from the Academy, I basically wiped out his board and he surrendered. So with this card, one Stardust Spark Dragon for a little bit of defense, not really necessary. One Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis. Never really got this card out, unfortunately. Constellar Ptolemy M7. I've actually used this card a lot. Heretic Dragon King of Autumn. Never really got him to work well with this deck, though it should. But again, I'm not very much of a dragon player, so that was again my bad. That's one of the points of Mimi's little deck challenges. She takes you out of your comfort zone. I'm not much of a dragon player, so I have a bit of biased, unbiased scenario. One artifact, Durendal. This card was actually pretty nice. I only got to play it once, and it almost helped me win a duel, but I didn't. I got outplayed. One Shark Fortress, one Nightmare Phoenix because generic, and then one Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres because almost the entire deck is dragons. So another thing about Mimi's little thing, we're allowed to have a side deck. Like an idiot, I opted against the side deck because I didn't think Bucky or any of my other opponents was going to have a side deck. Boy, was I wrong. And then I just played without a side deck. So in future videos, there is probably going to be a side deck, but again, that's basically what you're going to be up against in whatever format, your locals, who knows, whatever. For playability, I give it 3 star chips out of 5. For consistency, I'll give it maybe also 3 star chips out of 5. Utility 4 out of 5. Overall, and yes, I'm going to say overall funness. Overall funness, I would say 5 out of 5 because it was a lot of fun to play. Would I take this deck to a locals? Sure. Would I take it to a YCS or a regionals? Probably not. There is some consistency issues with this deck that I haven't been able to iron out, but I can see Heretics still having some sort of play in the current meta or the changing into current meta to where they can still be viable. However, I don't really particularly see them going much further than that. I think there would be more of a fun deck rather than a rogue or tier 2. Definitely not tier 2, but they can have the potential of reaching rogue. With that being said, let's go ahead and go into some of the replays. Okay, as you can see here, I kind of bricked, which was never really a good thing to have when you're playing Heretics. Bucky was playing Nordics. That was his challenge. He got forced with Nordics, which, again, if I was doing a review on them, I would probably say, no, they're just purely fun. They didn't get enough support as that they deserve. But anyways, we'll go ahead. Bucky's playing his turn. I earn his cat, and he sets and pass. So now I'm going to go play my play. I get some plays off. Go into my links. We got Durandal. I get a new hand, which is awesome. And then I can't go into my links, and I was just sitting there going, or not my links, my synchros. So I just went ahead and went into another XC. So I went double XCs. Um, yeah, that was just mean. Um, yeah, this is where Bucky ends up whooping my butt because yeah, I can't target his monsters with effects. He imperms me anyways, and yeah, I was pretty much stuck with nothing. On to the next replay. With this one, I'm up against Mimikyu, the one that's giving us his challenges. Her challenge that she gave herself was a ritual deck of the Vindreds, or the Vindred archetype that didn't get very much love of themselves. She does pretty good with this build. As you can see here, I have a much better hand. Ironically, I'm getting a whole lot of monsters, but not a lot of my spells. Uh, the one card that I don't that's pretty dead is the True King's Return because again, need the two Dracos. But here we go. So it's her turn first. She's making her plays so that she can go and ritual summon. I believe she builds something to where I cannot get around. I'm not entirely. Oh no, it's just the one Revendred Slayer. I'm thinking of another duel where I lost. See, there's my Ultimate Zokins, and then I get Crystalline Synchro Dragon, and that is like the main bread and butter. Um, I played this for whatever reason for this. Oh, that's why. Okay, I forgot how my own played on my own cards. Ironically, and she surrendered because there's no way she could win. Okay, so essentially, this deck is a very fun deck. I had a lot of fun, or a lot of enjoyment playing this deck against Bucky and Mimikyu, and then there was even one where we all three played another member of the Academy named Kiyomaru, where it was us three versus one of his decks. I think it was Inferno Nobles. Yeah, it was Inferno Nobles. We all got our butt whooped, but we actually each got a chance to have a play. Either way, yeah, you can take this to locals. You have a 50-50 chance of winning. With this particular build alone, there could be some fine tuning, like changes in the extra deck that you would rather have or find much better, or even throw in some Guard Dragon Link monsters in the extra deck while also running Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, which I, for whatever reason, opted against. If I were to run Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, I would actually replace it with this Curse of Dragon. This Curse of Dragon did not do very much in this build, and I feel like the total idiot for not running Red Eyes Metal Dragon, Darkness Metal Dragon. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a member of the Academy. If you want to join a dueling community that's meant to be healthy and help build each other up, then don't be afraid to hit the Discord link in the description below. Also, the link to my Twitch is also in the description below as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.